Hi, welcome to another audiophilic reviews. Today we have the Phonak Audeo PFE 022 with the mic. These earphones have been kindly sent by Phonak and Pegasus PR to me for a review, so thank you to them for that. And let's get right on with it. If you want to know what's in the box, what comes with it, I did do an unboxing video for these headphones, so head over to my channel. If you're subscribed, you should have already got it, and have a look at that. Anyway, onto the headphones. Let me just quickly show you that they do come with, 3 pairs of silicone tips. These are actually much higher quality. You probably can't tell just from looking, but they're much higher quality than most silicone tips that come with earphones these days. And in fact, I wouldn't mind keeping them, using them, rather than replacing them with composite foam tips, which is what I usually do. Anyway, let's quickly have a chat about the build quality. First of all, as you notice, it has a straight plug. For me, this isn't so great. I don't usually like the straight plug. I rather have it in an L shape like many earphones have these days. That obviously means that it doesn't protrude out as much when it goes in a phone, and I just find it doesn't pull out as much, on accident. So yeah, that's my only real complaint with the build quality. Otherwise, these are very, very nicely made. The wire's quite thick up until the connecting bit in the middle. It's made of a sort of rubberized material. It's really nice. The connection to the wire on the earphone right there, you can see, is a good quality one. The focus isn't working. Anyway, it's a good quality one. The actual housing for the drivers and stuff themselves is quite large. However, it fits really, really nicely into your ears, which I'll talk about in a second. And it's going to be well protected. These will not break on you just like that. They're going to require some force if you want to break them, but why would you want to do that to such a great pair of earphones, eh? Anyway, as I told you earlier, these ones are the ones with the mic. They do all the fancy things that mics can do with the iPhones these days with the press of a button. And yeah, well, so that's why I've got my iPhone here, just to illustrate that to you. I don't know if I mentioned that the iPhone, the one with the mic, retails for £85, and without the mic they retail for £67. Just a word of warning, if you don't have an iPhone, perhaps the mic isn't worth the extra £18, because the double click and all that stuff that they do with the iPhone doesn't work on my HTC Desire, so it may not work with other phones too. So unless you're looking for a headset specifically, maybe get the £67 version, because the earphones are exactly the same otherwise. Obviously we tested these earphones with an iPhone, a Mac, an S Flow 2. We're using a few headphone amps, a few portable ones. If you want to read up on everything, go and visit the written review at our website. All the links and stuff will be in the description. Anyway, let's get on with it. So, down to sound quality. These earphones are advertised as perfect bass, as you may have seen on the packaging in the other video. They're advertised as perfect bass and perfect fit. And both of these things, I can confirm, are perhaps not perfect, but as close as you would get for £85. Definitely, these are the most comfortable earphones I've worn in ages. They fit over the ear, so they sort of go around your ear like that, rather than traditionally in. They may look large, but this bit obviously doesn't go in your ear. They sit really nicely. There's no tug. It doesn't hurt at all. I've worn these for about 9 hours straight without it hurting. So yeah, as you can, that's a long time. I don't think most people use earphones for that long, so that's a good thing. And the bass on these, as advertised, is pretty amazing. It's not too in your face. It is there. It's really nice, and sorry. It's really nice, and we'll get onto that now. So yeah, the audio quality. First thing, let's talk about, as I was saying, the bass. The bass on these, it doesn't feel recessed. It's the perfect amount, in my opinion. I don't usually like, sorry about this, I don't usually like things with too much bass. Let me turn that on silent. I don't like earphones with bass usually because I find that it overpowers the rest of the earphone. The mids and highs get, just overwatered. There's just, the bass is going to be muddy and all that. With these, it's the exact opposite. This has bass which makes, you can feel the thump, you can hear it perfectly. However, it doesn't interfere with the rest of the music. So, people who are bass heads, these might in fact be the perfect earphones for you. The rest of the music, the mids sound really, really nice, which is a surprise for bass heavy earphones, because usually it drowns out the vocals. You just hear dum 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 instead of, the words. However, with this you can pick out every word, except the very, very high vocal parts and, sparkle on the cymbals in the high end. They are a tiny bit drawn back, perhaps by the underpowering, because most of the power ends up in the bass. However, I wouldn't complain about them. They are really nice, especially, like I said, if you were listening to bass movies, or bassy music, R&B, hip hop, dubstep, all of that sort of stuff. If that's what you're into, then these are really, really, really good earphones. And one thing is, if you've got really poor quality source, like if you're listening to a 128 kilobit MP3 file, you will hear that it's a poor quality. It's not like, the stock buds that come with the iPhone. They don't really pick out the rubbishy quality music. So with this, you'd want to use, higher bitrate music, perhaps even flawless music, which is what I would usually use. I will do a review on apps that allow you to play these. For now, let me just show you how it works with the iPhone. Like I was saying, it plugs straight in. 3.5mm plug goes in, and it goes fairly loud. It wouldn't really need an amp for loudness or anything, and you don't really need an amp to make them sound better. They sound perfect as they are. However, because most amps usually add a little bit of bass, like if I just get we did test them out with the Phonak E5, which I will just get now. Here, we tested it out with the Phonak E5. However, it didn't add so much because, these headphone amps, the portable ones at least, usually add bass above anything else because they're for earphones which, pick up the high ends more and less on the low end. So this adds a lot to, RE0, but not so much to a bass heavy earphone like these PFE 022s. Anyway, let's just have a play. As you can see. So this is about how loud they go. It may not sound so loud, which is just a tribute to how much they leak, because if you put this in your ear now at full volume, it's far too loud for like easy listening. And like I was saying, you double tap the thing, changes the song, triple tap, goes back, one, pause, hold it, give you the voice control. It's all the same as most earphones with mics. However, this is nicely on the right one. It's not too far from your face, so if you're talking, as you can see the length of it. So yeah, that's a really nice feature. Yeah, so overall, unless you're listening to bassless music, these won't be a problem. And if you're listening to bass heavy music, these might be the perfect earphones for you. Look in the links in the descriptions. Go over and read the written review for these really, really great pair of headphones. And like I was saying, these are for you if bass is your thing, if comfort is your thing, or if good sounding music is your thing. They do look a bit funky too, so that's a bonus when you're showing these things off to your friends, which I'm sure a lot of people do. And yeah, thank you for watching this review for the Audeo PFE 022 with a mic. These retail for £85 and £67 without the mic. And come back next time for another review on some great earphones and hardware for listening to great earphones. Thank you for watching this review. This is Audio Philip Reviews, and like we always say, if you've got good ears, you come here. Thanks. Bye.